All right, shooting the final part for the Houseboat Photo G. This is the side of the starboard side, the side walkthrough area. It's really windy, so hopefully you're able to hear me. But we're starting with piece 14. This is the bow of the boat, so we're starting at the bow side. So we need to trim quite a bit off when we get to do this different days, but this is where the other part, I don't know, I guess probably was 12, where 12 ended, so we want to make sure we have that same half-inch gap that we have throughout the project. So we need to cut that off, and then need to cut a little bit around that railing base. And then I want to try to, I know it's pretty difficult, but there's, you know, somewhat of a radius along the outer edge right here, and I want to make it as uniform as possible with the whole boat. So if we can add just a little bit right there, because that's kind of where it bows out the most. You can see it's kind of closer right there. That I'm adding some down there too throughout the whole piece of 14, so I didn't mark it there, but if you could add a little bit right here too. So yeah, so it'll be a little bit closer to that edge. And then this base for the railing, we need to shift it that way. It was pretty far off, so I drew this line right here to kind of mark where that border needs to be. That's about the right, it's about the right spot for the cut line to be. And we'll add, like I was saying, a little bit right there, and then we need to add a little to this border too to make that same. We don't want it seamless, but just that same half-inch gap, so like to there-ish. It was a little bit long to the edge right there, so if we could just trim a little bit off. I kind of tried to make those dotted lines to guide you a little bit. And then we just need to shift this opening this way just a hair to make it kind of match the other ones. Right here, same thing. It's overlapping just barely, and then we want to have that same half-inch gap. So if you could cut right there. This hole was close, just maybe trim it right there a little bit to make just a more perfect circle around that waist hole. Okay, let's see. Need to trim a little bit off of this border. Let's see, sorry, we're on piece 18. Sorry if I haven't been telling you the parts, but yeah. So we're on piece 18 where the hole is. So then to piece 20, we need to cut here to make a gap, and then trim a little bit off of there for that railing base. And then we're still on piece 20. We need to add roughly about an 1/8 inch, not a lot there. Trim a little bit to 22 just to kind of shift it that way a hair. And then 24 was good.